morning, a violent standoff at a prison in Delaware comes to a tragic end. A corrections officer taken hostage is found dead. And President Donald Trump ruling nothing out in dealing with Iran. His administration is expected to impose additional sanctions against the country for a missile launch.
Want to be them jokers working in them jails.
Thanks for joining us right here on Fox.
You know something? Now I say like this. That's true too. They do be tripping, but I'm gonna tell you something that I hear. Now, I don't know how true it is, but like Ann was telling me, because she worked at a place like that, she said, Ethel, now sometimes those corrector office be evil to them people and be lying on them people too.
I can believe that too.
So, you know,
I can believe that. I can believe that 100%.
So that's what you have to look at. And sometimes people just get tired. It's bad. Either way. But she was saying that sometimes that's what happens. Because that's what she used to tell me about Derek. When Derek, she said, after you say your son in prison, she died. I know I can't tell you what to do. Say, but would you do me a favor if you possibly can? Every now and then send your son something. She said, that's a low down place. And it's just not the people that done things to go there. They don't be doing things. It's the people that over them. That's what they do.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Say, because they provoke them folks to do a lot of stuff that they would not ordinarily do.
I mean, you already got them locked up, and then the thing about it is, you got people with these egos, and you know, I got control over you.
Yes.
They got that
sex stuff and everything else.
They got that little power thing over them.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, you got men over women in women prison. And that you should never have a male correction officer in a female jail.
You should never.
Or a female officer in a male jail. It just shouldn't be like that. You know, the women should be over the women and the men should be over the men.
Right.
And that way you'll cut out a whole lot of that foolishness that be going on.
Right.
You know, I mean, you ain't gonna cut it out. You know, because you got, you know,
people that like doing what they doing.
Yeah. You know, you got stuff that's going to be going on anyway. But if you got women over women and men over men, then, you know, a lot of crazy stuff won't be going on.
Yeah. But she sure told me that. She said, I don't have anything to do with it. She said, but honey, I see a lot of stuff.
Happy Friday, and thanks for joining us here on Fox.
She said, I see a lot of stuff after. And it don't be the inmate fault either.
Yeah, it be the more low down folks.
She said,
like I said,
them folks over them.
This is the meeting of his Presidential Economic Advisory Council.
And it's just hard to find good people to be over people.
Yeah, because people's mind is so evil, like you saying. It's a power trip thing. I got power over you. I ain't never had any, but I got some over you, or I had some. I don't like you. I don't like the color of your skin. I don't like this about you. You think you're smart. You think you this. It's a lot of foolishness in the people sometimes.
Officials say Iran test-fired a ballistic missile. Up to 24 Iranians, companies, and possibly government agencies could be penalized as early as today.
Folks can't go in there and just do their time and, you know, and get back out and try to do better.
And guess what? And sometimes the ones on the outside, LETHEL, when you come out, they don't let you do better either.
Now, I mean, that's one thing that kills me.
Yeah.
If I go to prison,
no, it ain't
and I've been to prison for 15, 20 years, you know, for whatever I did.
It ain't over. It ain't never over till you die.
You know, my thing is that they still punish you even though you get out of there because of what you did before. And you got no way to move up because they still holding you back in your past.
Right.
I think that's the craziest thing. That's the craziest thing in the world.
I served the time, and yet it's still for the crime, but I'm never over the crime till I'm dead. And then you still ain't over with it because guess what? Sometimes people use that against your children. That same crime against your children.
That's crazy.
People, we don't have a forgiving spirit. We think people never can change. Some people can change.
One hostage, 47-year-old Stephen Floyd, was killed.
This is a very sad day across the state of Delaware.
As the ordeal was unfolding, Floyd, a veteran corrections officer, alerted his colleagues that prisoners were staging a trap, ultimately saving lives.
The lieutenants had come in to the building to enter into the building, and Sergeant Floyd yelled to them and told them that it was a trap to get out of the building.
Still investigating, authorities say inmates were able to take control using, quote, sharp objects. During negotiations, 2 corrections officers were released. The ordeal eventually ended early Thursday with police using a large construction backhoe to push their way inside the one building inmates were able to take over.
Sergeant Stephen Floyd was found unresponsive.
During the siege, inmates told a local newspaper a lack of education and rehab services prompted their actions, as well as concerns about President Trump.
All I know is that the inmates practiced to see what our response was going to be to the building.
A union representing guards at the prison says recent policy changes allow inmates more time out of their cells, but they say staff levels have not been increased to properly respond. The state governor is vowing to, quote, make whatever changes are necessary to ensure nothing like that ever happens again.
I mean, they know all that stuff beforehand, you know, when it come down to it. They know all that beforehand. They know if you're giving them more time out. But at the same time, it's like you said, though, a lot of times these folks be doing crazy stuff to them people in there, making them act up like that.
Yes, they do.
You know what I mean?
They push them to another level to see can they make them.
Because I know in one jail they had on him, they had this correction officer, and they had this other prisoner jump on him. And the other prisoners jumped on that guy and got him off of the guy. Because they said, man, that dude don't bother with nobody, man. You know? I say, he ain't no business jumping on him. He don't bother with nobody. You know? And they protected him from the guy.
Yeah, but they does that. They low down.
At a historically African-American church in South Carolina. Last month, 12
low down
jurors
and
ruled
they
that Ruth
push
should
up
be put to
people's
death.
toil.
The judge agreed.
Oh, man.
He's also supposed to face a state murder trial in Charleston. That case, though, has been postponed.
Oh, he got what he wanted.
Republicans are working to roll back a regulation keeping firearms out of the hands of those with mental disorders.
He killed all them folks in that
Under
church.
the rule, the Social Security
Now they
Administration must
finna
provide information to the gun
get him out of here, but
background
you know,
checks
by the time they
and
get him out of here, well, he about to be just getting into his life.
They cannot
before
work
they
for
end
people
his
with
life.
benefit checks. An estimated
It ain't no telling what might happen at the top end,
beneficiaries are affected
you
by the
know,
rule.
with all these
Republican lawmakers and gun
appeals and
advocates
stuff that they
criticize
get.
the regulation for reinforcing a negative stereotype that people with a mental disorder are dangerous. The House has passed a measure rolling back the rule. It now goes to the Senate.
Our meteorologist Michael White here in the Fox 10 Storm Tracker Center. Well, we have a front that is just to our north, and there are a few showers along that thing. Those will push in later this morning, and then get ready for some cooler air to work its way in as we close out this week and move into the weekend. But are we going to see that last
we always got something to
we'll talk about that, and we'll discuss the fog. That's
always got something going on
in 2 minutes.
with people.
When I think about all that, you know what they are, all I can go right back is to the word. Because guess what? God said a man is unjust in all of his ways.
He ain't say that for nothing.
No. And we are as men and women or whoever, because he talking about all of us. We are. We show favoritism. We have an unforgiving spirit. We is unjealous. I don't care what a person do, we won't forgive it, but we don't want to forgive people. It's all kinds of things in us, but a lot of the time we can't see what's in us, but sometimes we the one that need to be locked up so that the person react on something and got locked up. Because we just messed up as hell. And that's the truth. I said, Lord, I understand what you mean when you say we are unjust in all our
Some
ways.
injury lawyers never go to court. We do.
We give excuses for everything else people do.
Behind every good lawyer,
But the person that did something went to jail, we don't just never give an
cases
excuse for
every day
them.
to stay on top of
And
it.
sometimes it's no excuse,
Combining business
but yet
and
it's still,
work gives me
we
more
have
time
to
for
give
my
a person the benefit
I
of the
meet with
doubt.
my new clients personally. If a lawyer
But we
doesn't
don't
have
do
time to
that.
They might
And then we
not have
misuse
enough
them
time for
on
your
down the
case.
road all the time. We just do a lot of foolish stuff.
After my appointments, I dictate letters to insurance companies and other lawyers. Before the workday is done, I prepare for the next. Then I finally get to have dinner with my family and tomorrow, I do it all over again. I'm David J. Maloney. My life is dedicated to representing accident victims, and I will personally return your call.
Attention Baldwin County teachers. Baldwin EMC wants to recognize middle school students who shine in the classroom. Visit baldwinemc.com to nominate your shining stars.
That'd be the thing. You
Get more
just,
healthy with Fox 10 and
I don't know, you just be want to live life, but you know, like I said, the devil won't be the devil though.
Yeah.
February 10th.
Won't be the devil unless you let everything go good. You know.
It will not.
Fox 10 News, committed to Baldwin County, committed to you. Fox 10 Outdoors with Jason Smith, sponsored by
And
Wally's
then
Marine
we
and
have to
Auto
remember
Sales.
this too, Dave. Now the Lord say tests and trials come to make us like what? More like Christ. Make us be able to see ourselves and be strong, knowing how to deal with people, stuff like that. That's what they come from. The devil want to destroy us, but God allow it because He knows certain areas in life we need to be buffeted a little bit to turn towards Him or to get stronger in what we need to get stronger in. And if trouble never comes, we will stay like children really in a comfort zone all the time and never learn no more than we know. You know what I'm saying? We just stay there.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
All that extra buffering and stuff, that's the stuff that bothers you.
Yeah, that's what really gets you. But
You want to get to the comfort point most of the time anyway. But I guess if you never get comfortable, then a lot of people, you know, you wouldn't pray.
yeah,
Half of the time.
that's true because things go. Look here.
You know?
Look here, like the fat cat that used to eat the salmon said, I'm gonna kill that mice. I'm gonna buy me a mouse trap one of these days. Yeah, I'm gonna buy me a mouse trap one of these days and never move it. He get fatter and fatter eating the sardines they giving him. See, and that will be life for us. But we have to struggle. And when we struggle, so it makes us better people because we see things in us what sometimes things bring out too. And we can work on that. And like I say, and a lot of the time we don't like what we look like when certain things happen. If we can see a picture of ourselves in our mind, how we respond to something, then we'll say, I'll never do that again. You understand what I'm saying? And that's showing us. So we work on the shortcoming areas in our life, but if nothing never will come, we won't have to work on that. Just go on that little cloud. Float on. Float on.
And they will sink their way to the south. But the rain coverage will only
Just
be
keep floating.
5%.
But you should learn from everything that happened in your life. It's a lesson
We are
to be
expecting to see
learned
the
in it.
temperatures decline, and you will feel that difference later today. In fact, look at the
If we
temperature
would stress
difference
ourselves
between
out so much, God, that's how God tells us we don't post to stress. If we look for something in the situation, what's going on, we can understand a lot more. And every time the situation is not for the day or the after, sometimes we go through things that we can help other people, comfort other people in their lives. Because guess what? Some people don't have anybody whatsoever.
At 60 degrees.
When they go through stuff, they go through it by themselves, they've been by themselves, and they don't have anybody to tell them what is right, what is wrong. Not that we no experts on it, but yet it's still, you learn from the experience you go through in life. And you learn one thing, a lot of things what it takes to overcome that you went
the
through.
projected high for this afternoon will only be 62. The low tonight down to 37, so we return to the 30s tonight.
It's good.
We are dry for your Saturday. Not much rain expected for Super Bowl Sunday or for Monday of next week.
They say it don't feel good when you're going through
things. Basically,
in our own way, I don't care how broken, poor you are.
But sooner or later, over time, you get better with it.
Yeah,
then you know, if you're lucky and you pay attention,
yes.
you'll find out why you go through stuff.
Yes.
You know, what was the purpose of it.
Yes.
So
that's the idea. That is the idea.
Did you know that the average funeral can cost more than $8,300?
that's the main thing.
Because
I
I
didn't
can
want
really
my
say,
family
I can
burdened
say
with the cost
this.
of my funeral. So I called Final
No
Expense
matter
Directing
what,
out a policy
been
of
going
mine
on
for as
in
little as
life,
$1 a day.
I can really say
Final
this.
Expense
I-
Directing policies that can help pay the cost
I
of
wouldn't,
your funeral.
I wouldn't change my
Plus, you
life
get this free family
that I'd have
relief.
had for
There's
nothing
no
in the
medical
world through the
exam.
stuff that I
My
went through.
policy can't be
Now I tell you,
Call now for
I
a
used
free
to say
quote.
to myself,
Call 800-504-6120.
you know,
Now through
I really
Monday
thank
only.
God for
Stop,
so-and-so I
look,
went through. My
and
tests
shop
and
rooms
trials.
to go.
I said, I would say this in my own heart. Are they crazy? You know, but afterwards, you know, because I was young, afterwards, I learned one thing. Tests, that's how I can say, tests and trials really bring the best out of you. It's make you proud of yourself because when you go through stuff and you go through the right way, you say, you know, some Lord, that wasn't so bad. It was just the idea. I was struggling so to keep it on this plane that I could feel and I understand. But you want to take me a little bit higher, and I didn't want to go there because that was strange land. In other words, that's what it's all about. I don't want to move off my comfort zone. Yes, and that's what it is. Life is something.
These people found us. They're coming for you next.
I guess the thing is that I think God make us to always press forward.
Yeah, that's
I don't think we're supposed to be sedentary.
We don't.
Get sedentary and comfortable
We don't.
with wherever we are. Even if it's a good spot, I think you're still supposed to press forward.
Yes, it's always a
I think
pressing
that's what it be.
It is. And see, we have a tendency of getting comfortable. Saying, oh, I don't want to move this. I like this right here, Lord. Right here. I like this point. Don't move me one way or the other. Everything good.
Yeah.
Let me get fat right here.
Yeah. I think that's what it's supposed to be though.
Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be.
I think people to always keep pressing forward. You know, no matter where you are in life, even if you're in a good spot, to always keep pressing forward.
Yes. If it ain't nothing but the idea of helping someone else stay through a situation they went through. You understand what I'm saying? Because through your experience, that's wisdom. That's wisdom if you hold on to it and you know how to get yourself out of that predicament and let God carry you on through it.